Welcome to Podcasts, recorded live at the Center for Spiritual Living in Portland, Oregon. We have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its video podcast, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.
My life when I'm stronger than I've ever been, and there are times in my life when I believe I can do no wrong, and there are moments when I can believe I am shining brighter. Sister, stand up. Believe in all that you can be. Brother, remember who you are. Be strong and hold tight to that vision, 'cause no one can never take it away from you. Be strong and live your life with passion. You got to keep on and hold tight to your vision. There be mountains to climb, more songs to sing, and tears to be cried. There are moments of loss, moments of winning, a lifetime of love. If I just keep in my mind without any doubt that I'm flying higher. Sister, get up. Believe in all that you can be. Brother, you got to know who you are. Be strong and hold tight to that vision, 'cause no one can never take it away from you. Be strong and live your life with passion. You got to keep on and hold tight to your vision. This is your moment to rise up. You know the sun's coming out, your new life starting now. Can't keep you down, your spirit's rising. Oh, be strong and hold tight to your vision, 'cause no one can ever take it away from you. Be strong and live your life with passion. You got to keep on and hold tight to surrender. your vision. Hold tight to your vision. Hold tight to it, your vision. Hold tight to your vision.
Thank you, Lauri. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Reverend Marilyn, you moved up a few rows. I'm used to everybody being, in your assigned seats. All right. For those of you who join us virtually, that's a bonus, I guess, for you. You could sit wherever you like. So how many times has this happened to you? You have this great inspiration, this great idea, and you feel really energized about it. You're like, man, this is awesome. I can't wait to share it with somebody. So I think you know where this is going. So you share it with someone, and the first words out of this mouth are you crazy? That's not going to work. What are you thinking? I know someone who tried that. It was a disaster, and we feel deflated. Kind of takes the wind out of our wings. Or we have a difficult decision to make, and we've sat with it. We've considered the options. We've prayed about it. We know what feels like the right decision for us, but you want to bounce it off somebody, so we do that, and then that person, without even asking what our priorities are, tell you, well, you know what you should do, or if I were you, I would do this, right? This happens to, I think, most of us. You have a difficult situation in life, some challenge you need to navigate. And again, you know what you need to feel peace and calm and strength, to feel empowered. And you might even share this with some loved one in your life. And it's as if they did not even hear you, because again, they proceed to tell you what you should do because it's probably based on what they would need in that situation. Now, many of these people are well-intentioned, I'm sure. Many of these people love us and care us, and we're probably guilty of doing the same thing to other people sometimes. And we do love and care for them. So we want to support, but it doesn't feel like support because it takes us away from that knowing we had, that truth we knew, that path that we felt so sure of. And we want to respect these people in our lives. We want to make good decisions. We want to be accepted by other people. I mean, after all, again, these are people. If they're in our lives, they're probably there for a reason. They care for us. They love us. But we feel knocked off center. We feel knocked off our path. And it could be really confusing because we do care about these people. And we start second-guessing ourselves. But there's that little voice inside that still says, you should probably be going this way, like I said, or like we said. But we're confused. So how do we navigate that confusion? How do we get back to center? How do we get back on our path to what we know is right for our life? Well, first of all, we cannot listen to the naysayers. It says in the Bible, and we've heard it many times in many places, various versions of it, don't cast your pearls before swine. And as unfair as that may be to all the pigs of the world, what it means, our pearls are our great wisdoms, our great knowings, our highest truth. Those things that we hold dear, like our dreams and our ideas and our visions. These are our pearls. And what it means by not casting those before swine is don't share them with people who don't have the consciousness to support and really hear those pearls, our dreams, our visions, our ideas, what we know is right for our lives. Tony Gaskins put it this way: people speak from where they are in life. We speak from a place of love, peace, bitterness, hate, or fear. You have to discern where they're speaking from and be careful what you listen to. Some of these people might not want us to shine our lights because it reminds them that they're not shining theirs. They might want to hold us back so they can feel better about themselves. They might want to control us in some way to help meet their needs. And some of these people, because they do love and care about us, they're engaging in misguided, well-intentioned, but misguided attempts to keep us safe. But it's not really supportive of what we want. It's that low consciousness. If we hang out too much with the naysayers, it brings us into that low consciousness of not enoughness or limited possibilities. And when we get into that space, we can remember what Dr. Mae Jemison says, that we should never limit ourselves by other people's limited imaginations. Dr. Jemison had to overcome a lot of limited imaginations of other people when she became this country's first African-American female astronaut. She had to not listen to the naysayers. We also had to be careful to not listen to the naysayer that might be in our consciousness. That voice in our mind that says, maybe that wasn't such a great idea after all. Maybe that wasn't divine inspiration, it was just some silly idea. Or who do I think I am? It's not practical. I don't have the resources to do it. This naysayer in us that might remember past attempts and disappointments, that might be filled with fear and doubt because it wants to stay in its comfort zone where it knows it can succeed. This is the low consciousness. And when our mind goes there, we can remember a great lesson from the Bhagavad Gita from the Hindu tradition that says, you are your friend, you are your enemy. Evolve yourself from the self, the capital S self. Evolve yourself from the self and don't degrade yourself. So if we want to stay on our path, we can tune out the naysayers, including the one in our own mind. And we can listen to those people I call the yes-sayers, the people who are of high enough consciousness in their own lives and therefore secure enough in who they are that they don't need us to meet their needs. They're secure enough in themselves that they can know and remember that we're all different with different priorities, different sensibilities, different visions and dreams, that we're all uniquely an expression of the divine. And what works for them may very well not work for us. These are the people that can truly lift us up, the people who want to know who we are, the people who want to hear about our visions and who truly listen. These are the people of the high consciousness that we need to surround ourselves when we're embarking on a journey. These are the people we can recognize by the questions they ask of us. So why does that spirit, or why does that vision speak to you? What's important for you? What do you need? What will help you feel secure in this decision? How can I support you? These are the people that don't try to mold or shape our lives and our visions and our dreams into their boxes, because that's not going to work. These are the people we need to surround ourselves with. And lastly, and perhaps most importantly, not perhaps, but absolutely most importantly, we need to listen to the voice of that self that the Bhagavad Gita is talking about, that capital S self that is the divine within us, that self that brought us forth in the first place, that is the power and the wisdom that we were born with and never leads us astray. That still small voice that is in every single person and speaks to every single one of us, sometimes naggingly so when we try to cover it up. Like, that sounds really scary. I don't know if I want to do that. Right? But this is the voice of the wisdom that we can access through our intuition. It is our intuition. Shakti Gawan says about this intuition, there is a universal, intelligent life force that exists within everyone and everything. It resides within each one of us as a deep wisdom, an inner knowing. We can access this wonderful source of knowledge and wisdom through our intuition, an inner sense that tells us what feels right and true for us at any given moment. Intuition is that still small voice within. It is that voice that whispers to you in meditation. It is that voice that comes through in our deepest prayers. It is the voice that fills us with strength and courage and gladness. It is the voice that makes every fiber of our being say, yes, that is my path. This voice of intuition is, as Ernest Holmes put it, intuition is God in man, revealing to him the realities of being. Intuition guides man if he would allow it to do so. And this is a voice that we can trust because our ideas and dreams are its ideas and dreams. We can trust it because it is both immanent and transcendent, such that it can see the really big picture when we can't. And it is the voice we can trust because, as it says in the Psalms, your word is a lamp on my feet and a light on my path. Your word, your voice, is a lamp on my feet and a light on my path. This is the voice, the word that always shows us the way and makes the way possible, or it wouldn't have shown it to us in the first place. Roland Hayes is a great example of this. Roland Hayes was born in 1887 in Georgia to a woman, a mother who had been previously enslaved. When he was about 12 years old, he was helping his mom at the home where she worked, and he happened to hear Caruso singing on the radio. And he would say later that when he heard that, it was as if the heavens opened up to him. He was amazed at what the human voice could do. And he knew in that moment, that's me. That's what I'm here to do. And at that time, he didn't know how he would get there, but he knew that was his purpose for being here. A few years later, he suffered a terrible accident at the foundry where he worked. He almost died. He was in a full body cast, but he did survive, and he took that as a sign that reinforced what he already knew. I've been saved to become a great singer. Now, when he started sharing this dream, it was more than a dream, this purpose with people. Remember, this was in the early 1900s, very early, turn of the century. There were a lot of naysayers in his life, from white people and black people. White people said, "How dare that black man sing our music?" And black people told him, "Why are you using your great talent to sing their songs?" But Roland Hayes didn't listen to him because he knew his path. And so he walked north from Georgia to Fisk University in Tennessee, where he studied music. And then after that, he went on to Boston, where he found a great voice coach who was willing to train him, a white man, but only if Roland would come to his home and not his studio where his white students were. So the white students wouldn't know he was working with the black man. So after all these naysayers and all these, like, that's crazy, you shouldn't be doing that, you're not entitled to do that, Roland didn't listen to any of them. He became a great classical singer. And in 1924, he was booked on a tour to Europe. And in 1924, you have to remember what was going on, particularly in Germany, where he was supposed to make a stop on this tour. And the American consulate said, "Things aren't good here for people of African descent. I don't think you should come. It could be dangerous." Another naysayer, and Roland said, "No, I'm going." So he went to Berlin, and the night of the concert, he walked out on that stage, and the crowd booed and hissed. For 10 minutes, Roland stood there perfectly calm and listened to that. And he said later he was able to stand there because before he went on stage, he did what he always did before he performed. He got still and he said, "Lord, remove Roland Hayes so they see only you." He knew he was supposed to be there. So for 10 minutes, he stood there. And then, with just a nod of his head to his accompanist, a pianist, he started to sing a German hymn called "Du bist die Ruhe," you are repose. Roland finished his concert, and afterwards there's one clap, and then another, until the entire audience was just filled with joy and clapping for this man that a little while before they had booed. The concert and the tour were a great success. Roland returned to America, where he gained lucrative contracts, recording contracts, as a black classical singer in the early 1900s, something that was unheard of for many people, for black people at that time. And so Roland went on because he didn't listen to the naysayers, because he did listen to his voice within. He went on to become a great musical success. And like Caruso before him, he opened up the heavens for many people because he followed his path. So the next time you're feeling like you don't know your way or you've been knocked off your path, remember Roland. I think of Roland a lot. Remember Roland. And remember that the only voice that really matters is that still, small voice within that always shows you the way and makes the way possible. Not only an example of great faith in knowing and listening, but also a man of great courage. All right. So now is time for our sacred offering, a time when we share our gifts of gratitude with this community. It is these gifts that we give with love that make everything we do here possible. It makes this coming together in spiritual community as a family, it makes this possible in person and to be inclusive of those who choose to join us in our virtual space. You know, we are a tithing community. We give back to Centers for Spiritual Living Home Office, and we share our abundance with local nonprofits. It makes our music ministry possible, which uplifts us every Sunday and for our special events. So there's much to be grateful for, and that is the spirit of these gifts. So in a moment, our ushers will come forward and pass a basket to receive your gifts. If you choose, there's an envelope in the seat back in front of you. You can use that. And if you choose to give online, you can go to cslportland.org and just click on the Donate tab, and there are many ways to give there. So now I invite our ushers up, and let us accept and bless our offering together with a call and response. I bless these sacred gifts.
I bless these sacred gifts.
Given graciously with love.
Given graciously with love.
These gifts bless.
These gifts bless.
Heal.
Heal.
And prosper.
And prosper.
All they touch.
All they touch.
In giving.
In giving.
I'm grateful to be richly.
I'm grateful to be richly.
Lavishly.
Lavishly.
And abundantly blessed.
And abundantly blessed.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now our musicians.
Thank you so much for that talk. It's what I needed to hear this morning, for sure. I'm sure I'm not alone there.
When you're standing at the threshold, don't let fear decide how it'll all unfold. Take one step toward
Thank you, Lauri. So next Sunday, I'm taking a day off. I know. I know. Reverend Barb will be our speaker. Thank you, Reverend Barb. I'm going to enjoy some time with a friend who's coming in from out of town. We're going to go to the coast for the weekend because I learned that's what you do when you live in Oregon. And I have some information now that I need to share with you. A short time ago, I received a diagnosis of breast cancer. Caught very early, so all the doctors are telling me, have surgery, maybe not, some treatment after that, but I should be fine. But it is a journey I need to walk. And I'm very grateful to be with this community, with this spiritual family as I walk this journey of healing, of wholeness. I want you to know that I've been still with this. I've prayed about this. I did a little crying. But the message that comes through loud and clear for me is, this is a journey of wholeness, and I am fine. Okay? Thank you. And you know, me coming here may have been the best blessing in this, because I knew I was coming here. I did all my medical appointments in Denver before coming here, and that's when we caught this, and that's why we got it very early. So it's all divine grace and divine timing. So I also know for this community that whatever this journey looks like, we're doing it together, because I can't do this alone. I need you all with me. All right? And we thank you. And I need you, and this community needs each other. And as I know more about what this journey looks like, I will share that with you. It will likely mean that I miss a few Sundays with you as I have surgery at some point and recover from that. But the good news is we got a wealth of guest speakers that can be with us on Sundays. So I share this information with you. And I know that we got this, okay? Okay? Yeah. We got this. I feel very loved and supported and cared for, and I know I will be for whatever next time, however long this time is on this journey of healing. And I know there's some lessons in there for me, and there's probably a talk or two or three in there as well. Okay, so you might hear more than you wanted to hear about it. So we're going to do a special community prayer around this. I've invited our practitioners, Sean and Catherine, to do a special prayer, to join in a special prayer with me. And at this time, I invite them to the platform. I also invite all of our practitioners, whether you're here or in our virtual space, to stand and to hold and support me and this community, this one family in your hearts. I also invite our ministers to stand in support of this. Thank you.
There is one mind, one body, one vital, animated essence. It is this thing called spirit.
And I know that this one spirit, this one life, is the very essence of who I am. It is my mind, it is my heart, it is my soul, and it is my body. My body is that perfect balance and harmony between the earth and its nutrients, between the energy of the sun, the breath of the wind, and the life of water itself. I am that in perfect harmony, in perfect balance, and perfect function. For these four elements have worked together to create and support life since there was life as we know it, and probably before, and I know after. It is my life, and it is the life of every single person in this community, whether they're here or in our virtual space, whether they hear my voice now or at a later time. This life is my life. It is our life. It is everyone's life, and that life is perfect. That life is in me. That vitality is in me. The sun still gives its energy. The wind still gives its breath. The nutrients of Mother Earth still feed me and all of us. And the water still courses through my body as the first medicine given to us by the spirits. That is my knowing. That is the truth for me and this community. I know for this community that we are one family, joined together in truth, in love, in gratitude, in faith, in support, in wisdom. That we are one, moving as one. That we navigate this journey together, smoothly, seamlessly, and with perfect faith. And I pass this prayer to Sean.
And in knowing this truth, I witness that there is a perfect blueprint of beingness. It is in the mind of the one. It is in the body of Reverend Bridget. It vibrates with every atom. It exists in each strand of DNA of perfect health, perfect wholeness, perfect unity with the body of the one. And I see it animated, activated, and enlivened as it blossoms forth, as the body releases that which does not serve it, to make room for more of the beingness of the one. And I pass this prayer to Catherine.
And in full acceptance of the words spoken, and knowing that the word is creative power, I call forth a deep knowing that the path is made clear and straight before Reverend Bridget and before all of us. The red carpet is rolled out with stars sparkling with infinite potential and possibility and more good than we had even imagined. And we are open to this good and so much more. I name divine right orbit of all of Reverend Bridget's affairs, everyone who is part of her revelation of wholeness process is revealed in perfect time, perfect place, all the right people, the right situations, places, equipment, everything, all of the intelligence available to us to usher forth this revelation of wholeness is here, is with her every single step of the way, revealing an absolute perfect time and with perfection. And this is so for all of us as a beloved community in support for and with each other, all of us here, all of us, all of her caregivers and takers, everyone along the way, all of us are the hands of the divine heart that beats us beats our own hearts every single breath of our entire life and beyond. We are the hands and the hearts and the mind of the divine. We step into this knowing with absolute fullness that this is the truth of who we are. And I pass this to Reverend Bridget.
It is with the deepest, deepest gratitude for Spirit as this community, as each and every one of us, the individual hearts, and in the collective as a family. It is with deep gratitude for the truth, and for the vitality and life-givingness of the one Spirit. That is my deepest gratitude, the life-givingness of the one Spirit that always says yes, yes, yes. And deep gratitude for all the hearts and minds here, with gratitude for wholeness, and for community, and for love, and for givingness, and for health. I pass this prayer back to Catherine.
And so it is with absolute conviction and with directed faith that I release these words, that we release these words into the cosmic womb of infinite potential and possibility, that birthing place of all of life, that place of absolute unconditional love, that always, always says, yes, my beloved, and you are my beloved. It is my joy to give that unto you that is your vision. I simply let this be. We allow it to be, and we welcome it to be by saying together, and so it is. And this time we'd like to offer that everyone, we do a community body, mind, and spirit prayer together. Many of us know this. It is the praise and raise in the name of love prayer. So at this point in time, I'd like to invite everyone who is able to stand to do so. Those who are in our spiritual community participating virtually, I invite you to stand as well. We stand in solidarity and with absolute love and gratitude together. So I'll do this as call and response. You can't get it wrong. So we're going to start now. And I'll start, and then you follow. I praise myself.
I praise myself.
I raise myself.
I raise myself.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
I praise Reverend Bridget.
I praise Reverend Bridget.
I raise Reverend Bridget.
I raise Reverend Bridget.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
I praise our PCSL community.
I praise our PCSL community.
I raise our PCSL community.
I raise our PCSL community.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
I praise everyone everywhere.
I praise everyone everywhere.
I raise everyone everywhere.
I raise everyone everywhere.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you to all of you. You can be seated if you like or not. Our practitioners will be available after the service for prayer support, or if you just need to dialogue for a few moments about this news, you're welcome to spend a few moments with them. Also, a couple of our practitioners have created a Zoom prayer room, and I believe that link is being posted in the chat for those who join us in our virtual space. If you need or want prayer, you can click on that Zoom link, and there'll be a couple practitioners there. I believe they're going to do a prayer circle, and then will be available for individual prayer as well. So now please stand again for our benediction. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so very, very blessed, and we are so very, very blessed. I know I'm right where I need to be. I am. Okay, so now I invite you into call and response benediction. Something wonderful is flowing through me right now.
Something wonderful is flowing through me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
And life is in all my affairs.
Life is in all my affairs.
I think it.
I think it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
Just the way that I am.
Just the way that I am.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now our musicians again.
We let it be. We let it be. We let the love wash over us.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the light. We let the light wash over us. We let it be. We let the grace. We let the grace wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. Oh, we let it be. We let it be.
We hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you happen to be in the Portland, Oregon area, we'd love to have you visit in person. The Portland Center for Spiritual Living is located at 6211 Northeast Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Our inspirational service is at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. We have a variety of content dedicated specifically for our podcast listeners. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its podcasts, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Our website is also the place to learn more about what's going on at the center or to contact us. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.